Hello and welcome. I'm Aleksa Obradović, a student of third year architecture in Podgorica. Today we are doing podcast for our project, and we'll be talking about AI in architecture. We are all witnesses how AI is revolutionizing our careers and how it can help us with projects, renders, and everything else that we need. It can generate mass projects, and it can help us check some informations. So joining me today are Isidora, Milica, and Katarina. They are my colleagues from architecture faculty, and I think we will have an interesting conversation on AI and architecture. Yeah. So we all integrated AI in some parts of our school projects. So what do you think? Is it useful? Can it be better? And if so, how?
Well, as you said, we used it in projects. I don't know about you, but I remember there was this one project, I think we did it last year, where we were asked to integrate 3 keywords, like emotions, and we used the Mid-Journey for it.
Yes.
Because it's free.
Yeah.
It's not now. Now I think you need to pay like 20 euros a month, so you can use it to generate photos.
So
No discount for
anymore.
students or anything?
No.
Yeah, we used Mid-Journey, and I mean everyone could use any software, but we decided to use the Mid-Journey, and you were supposed to type like 3 emotions, and based on those 3 keywords, AI would give you a picture of a house that was supposed to represent you in a way, and it was fun. It was like a really fun project because you got to kind of use something you never used before and see how the machine thinks. It was not what we expected because most of the resolutions it gave were pretty bad. It would be just like a brick or just a concrete cube or something. But what made it interesting was how we used that tool, and then based on that idea that it gave, we implemented our own emotions into it, and we made a project. And it was a really fun project, and I think it's not something that's supposed to be used all the time, but it was like a fun little thing to do. And I think you had something similar? Did you?
We kinda, I guess so. We had this project about, solely based on some emotions also, on some childhood memories, if I remember right.
Yeah,
on the subject of architectural theory on the third year. Second year. And the thing was, we didn't really use AI, me not personally. I tried something like using ChatGPT, trying to write what can I do about this. And it just, how much input you give it, that's how much output you're getting. So it's, at the end, it's just me talking to myself, but brainstorming, but the process of brainstorming is much faster, much more data. So in that way, it was really fun. Did you have it?
Yeah, but I did not use AI at all. Firstly, because it was not free, so it was like not a thing for me. But I used it in a subject on the third year where we were discussing new technologies, and as we all know, AI is the most popular one right now. So we were literally doing all the analysis on AI and how it can be used in architecture, in construction, and we basically came to a conclusion that in architecture, in theory of architecture, and in just making spaces feel warm, like home, or I don't know, like office, it doesn't matter, it can't really help you that much. So as Isidora said, it is how much you input is how much output you get, but I think that it's not relevant at every point, at every aspect of architecture.
Yeah.
So you have to really make sure that you use it in really specific situations.
Like they say, use it, not abuse it. So
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
can all conclude that it can help. It will make
Yeah.
maybe our concepts better because we can, like you said, brainstorm.
Yeah.
And we all know that when we do that, we have 100 different ideas. We want this, we want that, and we cannot choose. And sometimes we cannot visualize our ideas, so it can help us put in.
Test it.
Yes, test
Test
it.
it. That's what they tell us on college all of the time, to simulate, to test the
Yes.
project, try this, try that. Even when you have some specific location that you can't really
Yeah.
reach out the next day by train or something. But yeah, you have the good point.
So, do you think, like, when you go inside your home, you have that special feeling, like furniture, doorknobs, maybe, like everything is feeling like home when you enter it? Of course, our job when we do a project is to replicate that feeling, that the person feels nice, cozy, and as we say, at home in our buildings. So do you think it can replicate that part of architecture? Like, can it integrate feelings into architectural buildings like architects do?
My personal opinion is that it can't in any way. I think, as I said before, I think that it can help you in those senses where you can get like space, you can get a model perhaps, you can get a render, any kind of visualization. But that feeling, you mentioned doorknobs. It's really interesting because we pay attention to details. We pay attention to furniture, to doorknobs, to handles on, I don't know, kitchen cabinets, yeah. So I think that those parts, those details, only a human soul can replicate. You can only make something that you make an atmosphere that you already experienced in some way.
Felt.
So AI, I think it can't do that.
Yeah,
really.
it's a machine, basically. It
Yeah.
cannot
It's a tool.
It can just replicate
It's a
maybe an
browser.
emotion.
It's just a browser that is
Yeah.
much faster at this point.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's like that binary way of thinking when you have yes and no. You don't have gray shades. It's either
Yeah.
black or white. When we get to the point where it might have some kind of a gray shades, when it can say, hey, it's maybe this is a good idea to test it. When we get to that point with AI, we can actually talk about real artificial intelligence. You know, like base of that term. Artificial intelligence at this point is just big data browser.
Yeah.
So maybe in who knows how many years, I hopefully not soon.
Not soon.
Not
yes.
soon. But,
You mentioned not soon. Do you think it can replace us in a sense where contractors don't need us? They say, I want to build a building. I want this. It needs to cost this much. So based on cost, it will figure out materials and everything. Do you think it can maybe someday replace replace us as architects, and do you fear of that? Like, do you think we will be without the job?
Hopefully not.
is it a horror movie or a sci-fi movie at this point?
Yeah, I don't think that's the case. Like I said, if you're working with clients, that's something that is basically our job. It's not just to make stuff. We have to understand a client, a person that we're building for.
Yes,
So-
but we cost money.
Yeah,
AI costs maybe 20, 30, 50 euros a month.
yeah,
And it's maybe some greedy investor says, okay, I don't want to give my money to architect. I will hire someone from architecture school that knows AI, and I will tell him, I need this for this money. Can you do it?
Okay, that's the base difference between good design and bad design. I heard some architect talking about this. I think it was from our country. She told basically that when it's a good design, you don't feel it, you don't see it,
Yeah.
because it is a good design.
Yeah.
You don't see it. You're just there enjoying yourself. But when something is badly designed,
You know
it's you feel it in the
it,
back
yes.
of your head, in your peripheral vision. Something is just not right. That's the thing that AI can't really feel. Maybe when we give it enough input in a few years, maybe it will. But who can know that at this point? Maybe we will get better at it in
Maybe.
architecture.
Well, I think it progresses way faster than us, and it can be useful, of course. At some point, we will all need to integrate it into our projects, but I don't think that ever it can replace us. As you said, it's a special feeling when you design a building that when people enter it, users, you have special feedback from them, what they like, what they don't like. Somewhere in Scandinavia, I read that architects need to, after designing a building, they go and check with all the residents what they feel, what they like, maybe what changes would they do, and how those changes can improve their lifestyle. And I don't think it can replace that.
Yeah, a machine can't do that.
But
I mean, you can put the information in, like, I don't like this, I want to change this.
yes,
But you cannot feel the same things. You're supposed to understand the client. You're not just supposed to give it what he wants. You're supposed to maybe even suggest something, like if it's maybe not a smart idea to do something, and you're supposed to direct them in a way that both of you are kind of going to be happy with the
Yeah,
product.
about design and everything.
Yeah,
Yes,
and
to
client
make it-
can't always verbalize what they feel. In a sense, you just have to stay there with them, watch them, and be like, "Okay, I'm getting you. At some point, can you like draw?" They don't want to see like a rendition or or a floor plan.
Yeah.
They want you with a pen, with a paper, to sketch something for
Yeah.
them to feel. That's more personal. On that, you're on the same level at that point, and they're willing to talk with you.
And the AI can help mostly at that first base.
Yes.
With maybe you want to show something to a client, AI can do that. You know, you can get a picture of maybe idea you want or something you want to represent to them, something you want to show them in a faster way. That's a great
Yes,
tool for
like
that.
you do render for a house. They say, "Oh, I don't want this window. I want this one." You get into the AI software. You tell it to replace it, and it will replace it immediately. So,
Yeah.
in that sense, I think it's better.
It's gonna help us
Yeah.
work faster, not just
Enhance
our-
the
yeah.
project.
Yes,
More
not
than take over.
not take over.
yes. Basically, it needs us
Yeah.
more than we need him
Yeah.
at this point. Maybe in the future it will progress that much that it doesn't need us anymore. But when that happens, also I think the price of AI will be a lot more than today. And what do you think? I heard some architects talk about natural disasters, like if an earthquake struck and you have mass destruction, you need to fix it fast because all people from that area need to live somewhere. Do you think it will be useful for us to get faster documentations, analysis, maybe floor plans? I don't know which AI tools did you use, but some of them for architecture can design floor plans.
Yeah.
Can it be useful in that sense when you need something urgently, just to
Yeah, but we're talking about quantity, not quality.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that's a big aspect of it. We can create a module that is gonna be reproduced in huge mass, but like at the end it's ephemeral. It's like for some time, not gonna stay there forever. People don't like living in the boxes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so
It also is a thin line between usage of AI in construction and in architecture. Well, you in AI, you have literally a program that can identify any thermal leak in a building, that can identify any literally loose screw that human eye physically can't see. I mean, thermal leaks are a huge problem when it comes to that point in construction. So in that way, we will maybe need AI in a construction way, in civil engineering, in terms of isolations, constructive systems,
Materials.
materials, everything in that aspect of engineering. But architecture it's not.
It's a feeling
It's
more
feeling.
than
It has that artistic aspect. It's something that is not only strictly constructive. It's not strictly artistic. It's somewhere in between. It integrates those things. So in a way, we need it for some serious problems like construction problems. But we can definitely do without it. We see.
we did.
We did. I mean,
Till now,
yeah,
yes.
Yeah, we
look
did.
at- I don't know. Our university, student dormitories, those are buildings very advanced for that time.
Yeah.
And AI was not even a thing, not even an idea back then. So we definitely don't need those things.
Yes, but
that way.
those socialistic buildings are huge energy leaks. So do you
Yeah.
think if they had AI, let's say, it would make that buildings better?
Well, maybe it would, I don't know. But for example, when we speak of exactly the student dormitories, we are
Yeah.
from student dormitory, and for our university, you have, for that time, in my opinion, I think
Yeah.
Isidora will agree with me, very advanced ways of technical, warming up the buildings.
Yeah.
You have like one central, I found that recently, you have one central heating station near the first phase or second
first
phase,
phase.
and it is literally under the ground connected with university, with all the
Yes.
dormitories. I mean, who would have thought of that in that time in Montenegro? I mean, Yugoslavia. So, I mean...
They
we-
didn't need AI for that.
They really didn't need AI. You have so many wonderful, excellent buildings that till this day, it is how much years since then, they are still working. We still live in those buildings. We have heating, we have all the systems that we need, basically. So, in a sense, maybe it's
Yeah,
sort
but
of best.
the access money that they gave,
Well,
the
yeah.
access like people that were working on it, trying to fix it, and renovate over and over again. So yeah, I mean, because of AI, they would lose jobs. I guess that's
Yeah.
Well, it can be good for us, but for them for sure
Not
not.
financially.
Yes, financially for them, sure not. We witness all the time many big fabrics are integrating robots that
Yeah.
do all the job, and it causes mass firings. So I don't think it's good. It's good for people that run the business, but
Yes.
for small people, workers,
Construction
Yeah.
workers, yeah.
it's not. So also, I don't know if I asked you which AI softwares did you use?
Oh, you didn't.
Maybe we
ChatGPT.
mentioned in the beginning, like Midjourney. Me personally,
ChatGPT.
ChatGPT.
All the time, yes.
Yeah, all
I also only once or twice used ChatGPT. not a single one.
Yeah, but just just like exploring
Information,
what are
basically.
the limits of it.
I mean, I see on Instagram all the time, like they're showing top 5 AI tools an architect can use and stuff. I never tried them, but like I see there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
Yes, it's promoted really well.
Yeah.
But in most cases, you pay for it, of
Yeah.
course. Then you get into it, and commercial is one thing, and
Yeah, of
the
course.
software is completely other.
Nice.
It's like you saw that you can build something that is so amazing, so
The input, the output.
functional. No, I don't think it's that. I think it's more of software limitations, because they don't understand that if you maybe someone is using a toilet in the house and someone is in the kitchen, if those are
Connected.
connected,
Yeah.
it's not nice. They don't
Recognize
understand that.
Yeah.
They just see like, okay, I need water in both of these rooms. I
need
will get it
space.
from this central water line, water pipe, and it needs to be there. But does it really? It's not pleasant for anyone. Like you are having lunch or dinner or something, and we sleep a lot. We are going out from the room, and somebody sees us like in pajamas or something from a dinner table.
And that's why it cannot replace us, because machine cannot think of those things. It cannot feel like a human. It cannot
Earthly
fathom.
problems.
Yeah, it cannot fathom the feeling of, like you just said, walking
Privacy.
out in a pajama or something. It cannot imagine that. So
It's too strict.
yeah, and I like how she mentioned art before, like the age-old question: are we artists or engineers? And we're both, but neither, and everything. So AI cannot do that. It cannot. Maybe it can make something functional for a bit, solve a problem that's, not that crucial, or for the time being. But can it make something, like we said, emotional, beautiful, to feel like home? I don't.
It needs a reference for
Yeah.
everything here. Like, let's ask ChatGPT to generate some kind of a picture, some painting. It needs reference. It's gonna be reference to something. Don't get me wrong. We obviously are not all of us are like original. We think of great
It's
ideas.
hard to be original.
It's hard to
Yes.
be original. So
With
in that sense,
Pinterest and everything,
Everything.
today,
so much problems.
you can find everything. Like
Yeah.
I think of something, some design for my building. I get into Pinterest. It's been designed, and what do I do now?
Yeah.
Quit college. No, I get it. I was in the same situation many times, but you have the resource, you have few ideas, you combine them, you find the special solutions, you upgrade it in a sense. That's what means to be creative. You can't create something that has never been created. We're
Yes.
not like that. And
And let's think of context.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
also.
completely
Yeah.
think of context.
I mean, it's one of the most important things when getting first ideas, when getting a concept, when designing literally toilet. I mean, the context is one of the main things that we need.
For everything, yes.
Yeah. So
You start from context and then you upgrade.
yeah.
You cannot just type on the AI like upgrade, be better, do better.
And you mentioned doorknobs, you mentioned details. That's completely the part of like a architect's character and temper. I
Yeah.
would say
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
For example, you would maybe concentrate on small details. Maybe, I don't know, she would do
Miss-like.
something more bold, maybe he would do something more colorful. I certainly wouldn't. You get it? So you hire an architect. It's when you hire anyone, if you hire like a fashion designer to make you something, you know that fashion designer, you know her style, his style.
Yeah.
That's why you're hiring him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a big part of it.
Yeah.
You get to be part of what you choose at the very end. So that's a good part.
Yeah, we, through the history, but I mean now, we have a little less perception that we need to worry about I mean, literally everything. I'm not telling it like for the sake of it. Yeah, we care about the details. No, you can look at me, Studentenhaus. I mean, every single detail. That's the point of architecture of architects. It's not just so you can, I don't know, design a house, design a dormitory, hospital, I don't know. It's literally everything. So we need to have that so much wide knowledge on everything, on the literature, on art, on music, on, I don't know, everything in that.
Yeah, we have to grow ourselves as people
Yeah.
to be able to create, to
We
make our
can
own
enhance
stuff.
that with AI.
Yes,
That's helpful thing about that software.
Yeah,
ChatGPT.
many architects that we learn about and we are amazed by their work. All of them say buildings need to have three things. It needs to be functional, of course, beautiful in a way that
aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah.
yes, but I don't think of it as just aesthetically pleasing. Like when you enter it, you need to feel some kind of emotion.
Yeah.
Maybe it's anger,
Yeah.
maybe it's sadness, but you need to feel something. And I think it's the thing we try to present to the customer when we design our building by our projects and project documentation, the way we render it, the way we do our graphics. Like they can already sense a feeling that
Atmosphere.
yes, that they will feel when they first enter it. Of course, AI cannot do that yet.
Yeah, but it can help with the documentation you mentioned.
Yes, of course.
Which
Like
we
I need to
really
visit
don't
the
like.
site. I don't have time. I need to do something else,
Yeah.
maybe draw or something else. I enter to ChatGPT. Okay, please give me standard temperature on
Yeah.
Żabliak. Give me this, give me that, and it's helpful for that.
yeah, speeding
But-
up the process.
Yes, of course. What do you think in the future? What will be the future of AI? Where do you see yourself in 5, 10, 20 years as future architects using it? Will you integrate it that much? Or how do you feel about it right now?
Maybe using it for, like we said, making things faster. Maybe,
For mandatory work that
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
have to do.
Boring work.
Yeah, the boring work.
but I would not practice using it that much. I mean,
But-
I'm not a person that likes.
You're a traditional type.
Yeah, basically. So
Yes,
Pen and
but
paper.
I think right now we are all scared of it. Like
basically,
Oh, yeah.
we think it will replace us. It will
Yeah.
be something. It's something that we don't know much about. I think we are scared of it. We don't give it enough chance. So that's the reason why we don't integrate it as much in our creative thinking and everything. So
it would be fun to explore, definitely. But
Yeah, but I don't know why people are so scared. It's not something that we just randomly find. It's something we invented as a tool. So it's supposed to be. It's gonna be tamed. It's not gonna be out of control in a
Apocalyptic.
sense. Let's hope for it.
there's a possibility, but I think we all can conclude it will not replace us. It can only help us, and
How
I
much we
think-
let it
yes,
help us.
I think that's the point of it. So thank you very much for this talk. You all been amazing.
you too. Thank you.
Thank you. This is the end.
It was fun.